I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by day, play by play. Day by day.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by play. Day by day.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by day, play by play. Day by day.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by day, play by play. Day by day. Listen.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by day, play by play. Day by day.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by play. Day by day.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by day, play by play. Day by day.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by day, play by play. Day by day. Listen.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by day.
Thank you all. And welcome to the weekly experience of Day at Night on this beautiful Monday night. 8 p.m. sharp. We're coming into the New Year sharp, y'all. We're not playing no games. I mean, I've never been one to play games, but we're really not playing games. 8 p.m. sharp. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Welcome all, old, young, boys, girls, bald heads like myself, nappy hair or curls. It don't even matter. You're in the place to be. This is Day at Night. Let's get these soundboards going. What do we got going on here, man? Let's get these soundboards going. Congratulations. Make sure we good. How's everybody doing this new year, man? Welcome to the first official Day at Night of the year 2026. Give yourselves a hand for making it this far. What are we, 12 days in? It's 12 days in. If you're sticking to your New Year's resolution still, salute you. If you're on your wellness journey or any type of journey that you wanted to endure into the new year, if you're sticking to it, shout out to you. If you fell off, it's no big deal. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the year. Just get back on your horse. Me, myself, excuse me, right on cue. I've been sick as a dog for the past week and some change. Sick as a dog, had the flu. Now, I didn't go to the doctor. I didn't get diagnosed or anything, but I'm almost certain I had the flu. Because it's crazy because every year I catch a cold. Every single year, right on cue, I catch a cold. And this year, about a week and a half ago, I was like, damn, I didn't get sick this year. That's what's up. 2 days later, I woke up and I felt it. I felt the scratchy, itchy throat. And I was like, damn, I done messed up. I done spoken into existence. To make matters worse, that morning, I woke up at 4:30. Around 6:30, went for a 5-mile jog throughout Charlotte. The sun hasn't even come out yet. It's dark. It's cold. I went through a jog. The Panthers were playing that day or the next day. So I said, you know what? I'm going to jog around the stadium and got even more sick. So I thought it was just a cold. That day, Saturday, was so bad. I thought it was just a cold. I'm like, okay, I'm good. As the day went on, it got worse and worse, and I legitimately felt like shit. Like, and I knew it wasn't just a cold because my whole body shut down. Now, apparently there's something going around. Y'all let me know in the comment section if you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that caught this, what I'm talking about, because apparently it's going around everywhere. Not just here in Charlotte, but we're going to go without the glasses. Not just here in Charlotte, but everywhere. And like when I say my whole body shut down, my whole body just shut down. The only other time I felt that was when I had the flu and when I had COVID. But COVID lasted 2 days and I was good. Plus I had my, sense of smell and everything. So it wasn't COVID and I wasn't around nobody. I slept without the heat on for one day and boom, there it was. I woke up sick and the rest was history. So that's why, even though it's January 12th, this is the first episode of 2026. This is the New Year kickoff episode for Dai At Night for 2026, even though we're 12 days in. But it's right on cue. Everyone does the first week when everyone's nice and motivated and energized and feeling good about their resolution. Nah, forget all that. I want when your motivation is down. I want to speak to you when your motivation is down. I want to see what you on. So we're going to get straight into it, man. But first, let's go and get the elephant out the room. Let's go ahead and address the bullshit, shall we?
This is a sick Negro.
Let's go ahead and address it. Let's go ahead and address it. My Philadelphia Eagles. So this will be the last time I wear any Philadelphia Eagle paraphernalia. I just had to wear this hat one more time to remind y'all what happened about 11 months ago. Like, don't get it twisted. We defended Super Bowl champs until the next team comes and takes the throne. All right, so last night, my Philadelphia Eagles, my poor Philadelphia Eagles. We took a mean L in the playoffs and ended our season in embarrassing fashion. Now, here's the thing. Everybody was hitting me up, sending me DMs, tagging me in reels and posting shit on Instagram and hitting me up, calling me, thinking I'm gonna be salty. I was upset this is me honestly speaking about the end result of the Eagles 2025-2026 season. I was upset for like 5 minutes at the absolute most, about 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. I was in my feels for about 5 minutes. And after that, I was like, all right, well, and here's why. You got to understand something. Since week 2, myself, along with many other Philadelphia Eagles fans, knew that this team, or this offense, shall I say, was gone to shit. Not because of the players. On paper, player-wise, we have one of the best offenses in the NFL. But statistically-wise, we had one of the shittiest offenses. Because we had a new offensive coordinator yet again. Jalen Hurts has had a new offensive coordinator, new offensive play caller yet again. By the way, he's had a different one every year since the last year he's had a repeated play caller was high school. Food for thought. Our offensive coordinator this year, our offensive play caller this year, Kevin Patullo, this was his first year being in that role. He was a new hire from within, and he's Nick Sirianni's partner. They're friends. They've been friends for many years. It was a hire by Nick Sirianni, our head coach. Our GM gave Nick Sirianni the okay to make the hire. Nick Sirianni hired his buddy to call our offensive plays. And by week 2, I sat back and was like, I don't think this is good. But me being the Philadelphia Eagle fan that I am, I was optimistic. From week 2 all the way through the end of the regular season, all the way through the beginning of the playoff game, I still was optimistic. I was like, you know what? We're going to get it together. We have the players capable and good enough to get it together, even though our offensive play calling isn't the best. We'll get it together and we'll make noise in the playoffs because we know a winning recipe. We're defending Super Bowl champs, for crying out loud. I was optimistic. Even though we had, only 9 games where we scored more than 19 points? 9 games. And I said halfway through the season after one of the losses, I think it was to the Giants, I said, with this offense, we are not going to win in the playoffs scoring 16, 17, 18, 19 points. I said that. And lo and behold, last night we lost, 23-19 in the playoffs against the 49ers. So, my synopsis of this season, I was holding on to dear life for a long time. After we lost last night, it was kind of a sigh of relief because I've been draining myself, acting delusional for the whole season, saying, oh, our offense is going to get it together, knowing goddamn well we weren't. We've been the shittiest second half offensively of the whole league all year. I mean shitty, not bad, not slightly below average, shitty. First half, so many games. First half, we come out swinging, guns blazing, we looking good. Second half, nothing. No yards. Second half, every time we hand it off to Saquon, he's tackled in the backfield. Second half, they know exactly what we're going to run. Our offensive play calling held us back tremendously this year, which is a damn shame because our defense was top 3 in the nation, top 3 in the league, I should say. Weapons, we have Jalen Hurts at quarterback, Saquon Barkley at running back, not to mention Tank Bigsby at our backup running back who's been looking good. 2 1,000-yard receivers this year in A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. Don't worry, I'm going to get on A.J. Brown ass. Dallas Goedert with 12 receiving touchdowns, career high for himself this year. How do we have such a terrible offense this year? It's not the players. It's the coach. It's the offensive play calling. It's Bush League. It's awful. It was awful. And I said he's going to hold us back, and it showed on the biggest, brightest stage, NFL playoffs, wild card weekend. It showed. So I wasn't upset that we lost. I knew it was coming. But I was optimistic, being the great, passionate, loyal Philadelphia Eagles fan that I am. I was optimistic. I was like, we're going to get it together. I was being optimistic. After we lost, I was like, well, I can stop bullshitting now. It was a sense of relief. I'm not going to lie to y'all. So no, I was not upset. I was upset for 5 minutes. After that, I was over it. I'm over it now. I'm thinking about next year. First and foremost, fire Kevin Patullo, our offensive coordinator, our offensive play caller. Get him the fuck out of Dodge. First and foremost, that's most important than anything. Secondly, everyone's talking about Jake Elliott, our kicker, who had a slump this year. They're saying fire Jake Elliott. No. No Jake Elliott slander will be tolerated in my presence. Jake Elliott is the greatest kicker in Philadelphia Eagles franchise history. He had a slip-up year towards the tail end of his career. I'm not going to kick him in the ass for that. I want him to retire and gracefully bow out. All right. 3, Nick Sirianni, our head coach. I'm like 50-50 with Sirianni. If he stays, cool, I guess. If he goes, I won't lose any sleep. Because the fact that he let our offense be this bad while his buddy sabotaged it and ultimately ruined our season, and him as a head coach, Sirianni, sat back and watched it happen, that's incompetence. So I'm perfectly fine if he left. I'm good either way. And A.J. Brown. See, another scenario I've been optimistic about is A.J. Brown. Dating back to last year. Last year, people were calling for him to be traded because of his antics and everything. This year, kind of boiled over the top with his mouth and saying, offense needs to do this, throw me the ball more. Shit changed once we started throwing him the ball. And I made a post when I was on Fox Sports Radio. I said, I think we'd be better off without A.J. Brown. I still hold on to that. The season shifted once we started throwing it to him more. I'm not going to say it's all his fault. I still think it's Kevin Patullo, but I think A.J. trying to force feed him has something to do with that as well. But then here's the thing. When you mouth off and say, I need more targets and we need to do this, we need to throw the ball to me more, the whole world is going to have you under a microscope, my friend. The whole world. Because they're going to make sure you're worth the talk that you're talking. Make sure you can really back it up. They're like, oh, he want to say all this shit? He better, okay, back it up. And this season was the most I've ever seen A.J. Brown drop passes. It was horrendous. Last night, 3 drops, 2 of which he definitely should have had. 1 would have been a tough catch, but okay. But that one towards the end was just embarrassing for someone who's been crying for the ball as much as he has. I would like for A.J. Brown to be traded. I think he's a great wide receiver. He's one of the best Eagles wide receivers of all time. He's a beast. I will never take anything away from him. We don't get our Super Bowl ring without him. But it's just a little too much at this point. We're just such a dysfunctional team where it's like every year it's our quarterback and our coach is arguing and not getting along. Our quarterback and our receiver, they're butting heads, not getting along. Our receiver and our head coach are going at it on the sideline like last night. It's always something. And I get it. It's the Eagles. We're a tough, gritty team, just like the city of Philadelphia and Rocky. Like, that's kind of our thing. We're known for being a rowdy fan base, an aggressive fan base. I get all that. But, I mean, I'm tired of this shit. Let's just play football. Let's just play football. Not saying it's going to be squeaky clean, but let's play football. Let's line up Devontae Smith at wide receiver number 1, who I've never heard complain not once since he's gotten drafted to the Eagles. Line him up at number 1. We'll see who gets number 2. We might draft or trade for somebody, and let's play ball. A.J. Brown, let him get a fresh start somewhere else. But ultimately, I'm already looking to rebuild to next year. Let's get a new offensive play caller. Sirianni, I don't know if he stays or goes. I don't really care. I don't give a damn. Let's get rid of A.J. Brown, trade him. Let's make Devontae Smith wide receiver number 1, and let's reboot. Our guys are young. We're not an old team. We're good. So that's my whole spiel on the Eagles. Just wanted to make that very clear, because I know a lot of people think I'm salty and in my feelings. No, I'm not. I'm not. It's a sense of relief. All right. So let's get to the topic of discussion. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 2026. Like I said, if you're just tuning in, this is my first episode of 2026 because I've been sick as a dog. You can probably hear it a little bit, and a couple of times throughout the episode, I'm actually cough and drink some water, but it hit me, and apparently it's something going around. It hit me, it hit you, maybe it hit someone you know or someone you know that knows who someone you know. But I had it, so this is going to be the first one of 2026, man. But yeah, I mean, like every year, as 2026 approach, a lot of people saying, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I'm coming in guns blazing, which you should. You should feel good about a new year and have your New Year's resolution. If you have a New Year's resolution, if you wouldn't mind sharing it, if you could drop a comment in the chat, what your New Year's resolution is, if you're still at it, just give a little bit of insight of New Year's resolution. And while you're doing that, to share mine. So me, I never really have New Year's resolutions because I typically have a transformation around my birthday. My birthday is November 29th. So I have about 5 weeks before the new year to kind of, and it's usually after I turn a certain or a different age. And I usually, kind of reboot and get a mental transformation then, which I did this year. I went back home for my birthday, had an amazing time. I was back home in Maryland for about 5 days, had an amazing time, much needed time to get away from the stress, get away from Charlotte. And it was a beautiful time that I had back home. Seriously, like it was just what I needed to reset my vibes. If you're just tuning in, if you could drop in the comment section, what is your New Year's resolution for the year 2026? And are you still with it or not? So I started mine around my birthday, but it wasn't really a New Year's. I just wanted to sharpen my discipline. Started 75 hard, made it 30-something days in, but then I got sick, so I have to start that over whenever I get back to normal. But what's your New Year's resolution? Now, here's the thing with New Year's resolutions. And why I don't like them, because they're usually built off of motivation. Like I have a good friend, I'm not going to say her name, but I have a friend who's a homegirl, right, out here in Charlotte. And she reached out to me and told me her New Year's resolution was a wellness journey and that she had a bike and she was excited. She was eating good. She was excited. Now, granted, just to be honest, this friend has told me something like this a few times before in the past and didn't stick with it, just to be honest. So she's telling me she's feeling good. I'm like, cool. Let me know when you're still sticking with it a month from now. And she kind of, took offense to that. She said that was a little mean for me to say that because she wanted me to be like, oh, you got it, keep going. And pat her on the back, motivate her, tell her that she has it. And she said I didn't come off as motivational. And I said, that's just me. Here's the thing. First and foremost, I'm honest. I'm a Sagittarius, but I'm not one of those people that's, I'm left-handed because I'm a Sagittarius. No. Sagittarius are known for being very honest, and I'm very honest. Sometimes I actually have the times to a fault. Like I can rub people the wrong way sometimes with my honesty, and I think I did that with her. But here's the thing with me. I understand the smoke and mirrors and the negative that comes with being motivated. Here's why I say that. When you're motivated, that's an emotion. So, of course, when you're motivated and your mind is thinking of something new, we love the thought of something new, of some type of change for the better. Like our brain hits dopamine just thinking about the better change of shit. So when we're motivated about our New Year's resolution, we feel good about it and we go and we do it. Typically, that motivation wears off after a week and a half. Literally, January 9th is New Year's resolution die day. That's like the national day when New Year's resolutions die on January 9th. Because motivation wears off after a week. So I'm not sticking to motivation. If you're motivated to do something, okay, I want to, if your New Year's resolution is to be on your wellness shit, like my homegirl, I told her, I said a month because I want to see if you're going to do it when you don't feel like doing it. That's when the shit really matters. Anybody can do anything when they're motivated. It's the best feeling in the world. You could take on a lion with a stick when you're motivated. But when you're not motivated, when you don't feel like doing something, that's to tell all if you're really going to do it or not, if you're really going to stick through it or not. Because that's what, ladies and gentlemen? Discipline. The key to all this shit, discipline. Doing what you gotta do, even when you don't want to do it, but yet doing it like you want to do it. Alejandro, talk to me. No resolutions. January challenge is not drinking soda or juices. There we go. There we go. Now see, perfect example. Something like this, when it first starts out, is good. It's okay, January. It's January 20th. It's midnight. And those sugar cravings are just kicking your ass and you just want a nice fruit punch. That's when the shit is real. That's when you show your true colors, if you really want this shit or not. So best of luck to you, my brother, with that. That's actually a really good one because juice and soda is terrible for you. I haven't drank juice or soda in years. I mean, I've drank it sometimes, and I don't drink alcohol no more. I haven't drank since my birthday. But when I would drink alcohol, I would, as a chaser, that was really the only time I would drink juice. Soda, I'll drink root beer once every like 8 months. But on the regular, nah. But good luck with that, man. That's really good. That's really good. If you just drink water, man, it makes such a difference in everything. Your energy, your skin, your glow, your thought process. That sugar fucks up everything, man. And I'm not perfect. My one of my things is to, not eat sweets because I have a bad sweet tooth. Like donuts and cakes and shit. I have a terrible sweet tooth, but I've been good with it so far. Since my birthday, I've only had maybe 3 sweet days. No alcohol, so we're doing good. But anyway, anybody else resolution, go ahead and drop it in the comments. So even with all that being said, I do have a New Year's resolution, if you would. I did reflect. You have to reflect sometimes. So I reflected in 2025. 2025, I was terrible with my money. Oh my God, I blew so much money on so much dumb shit in 2025. I made money, but blew it. They say making money is easy. It's the saving it or investing it part. I blew so much money on dumb shit in 2025, y'all. I'll give you a story. This was the worst. This was when I was like, I have a problem. Like it was really on some, my name is Davon and I have a problem. Or day by day, Day at Night. And I was like, I have a problem. So I don't gamble no more either. Sports betting, nothing. And if you know me, I used to get down on FanDuel. The start of the college football season this year on FanDuel. All week, Texas versus Ohio State, or really all off season. This game is like number 1 versus number 2 is blown up. It's about to be the game of the games. And Arch Manning is the quarterback for Texas. I bought into the hype. I said, Arch Manning is going to beat Ohio State. They're going to make the upset. Let's go. Long story short, I put like $800. It started with 4. I put $400 on the game for Texas to win. And I was like, you know what? They're going to win. Let me put a little bit more. You know what? I know they're going to win. Let me put more. I put $800 on that game. That's not the worst part. I put $800 on that game. Mind you, I had $400 to bet and the rest was rent money budget. So I dipped into my rent money by that point. $800 on Texas to win the game. Texas loses the game. And I'm having a panic attack. I'm at a sports bar and I ordered this big ass thing of nachos, right? Chicken nachos, chicken cheese nachos. So they're losing and I'm getting drunk. So they're losing and I'm having a panic attack. So my answer was to get even more drunk and order more nachos. Mind you, I was full. I wasn't even hungry no more, but I was about to stress eat and stress drink. Ordered more nachos, ordered more beers. I'm 800 in the hole. Okay, cool, it's bad. Let me just walk away, right? Nope.
This is a sick Negro.
I doubled down. I didn't put 800. I put like 500 on Bama to beat Florida State. It's Alabama, Roll Tide. They're like 10-point favorites. I didn't even take them to win. I took them to cover the spread. 10 points against Florida State. Alabama lost.
This is a sick Negro.
Y'all, I'm like 1,300 in the hole. Mind you, I probably spent like 100 at the bar that day because I was just ordering drinks and food because I just knew I was going to make it back. I'm 1,300 in the hole. That's rent money. And I'm panicking. I legit had a panic attack. I legitimately had a panic attack. That night, I spent that night with one of my friends and this girl he was messing with. And I told her what was going on. And she was sick. Yeah, Alex, it was bad. It was bad, bro. It was bad. And she was like, yo, I think her name, I forgot her name. It was a white girl, mad cool. But she was just like, yo, like, you're good. Like, you still have time to do what you have to do, bounce back. You'll be all right. Shit happens all the time. And she actually made me feel a little better. So I appreciate you for that. I think her name was Brittany. So I'm panicking. The next day I wake up, right? There's a college game on the next day. Virginia Tech versus South Carolina. I said, Lord, I'm going to put in this $25 bet. If I don't get it, it's not meant for me to do this shit no more. If I hit this bet, I'm going to make my money back. I don't know if it's going to be in a week, a month. I'm going to make all this shit back through FanDuel. I turned $25 into $450 right then and there. Cool. We got some momentum, right? 25 into 450 right there, just like that on a parlay that game. I cooked. I fucking cooked. Hit. Okay, I feel a little better. Still need some money for rent. I had to sell a pair of my shoes. I sold my bed, but it was like a little tiny rollaway bed. I sold my bed and I sold something else. I sold my weights just to make sure I paid rent, which I did. I ultimately got it. I say all that to say, ultimately I did make the money back on FanDuel and then I deleted the app and I haven't bet since. But that's just one case scenario of many similar ones to how much I blew money on dumb shit last year in 2025. So I was reflecting. I was like, I blew a lot of money on dumb shit in 2025, gambled a lot away, tricked off a lot of money. Well, not tricked off, but, dates and shit. I just threw away a lot of money in 2025. So one thing that I wanted to do in 2026, a resolution, if you would, was be smart with my money. Save my money smartly, invest it smartly. All right. So to start the new year, I got to pat myself on the back. I did just that. I invested into myself, a fine investment, an investment that I'm very proud of myself for doing. And it's paid off already. I bought a bed. This was my first bed purchase. Because like I said, my bed before, I have a bed. Before this, I had a bed, but then I threw it out and it was passed down by however many people. I threw that bed out and I got one of those rollaway beds because in my room, I wanted to be able to roll it away, put a couch in here and have guests in here when I used to shoot Day at Night with people, which I did. But I was just like, you know what? I can't do this shit. I'm a grown ass man sleeping on this rollaway, full size bed. I can't do it. I need a bed. Not to mention I work out a lot, so my body's sore a lot. I go to the chiropractor twice a month because I injured my lower back like a year ago. With every here and there, it comes back, but more so for preventative purposes. I go to the chiropractor. I was like, I need to invest into my body. Good sleep, comfortable sleep, supporting sleep to my back, my shoulders, and everything else. So I went and bought a bed, y'all. And this was one of the best investments I've ever made. It's a nice bed. It's a, is it Posturepedic? Posturepedic Sealy Pro. Is that what it's called? With a very nice base. Like it's an elevated platform that I'm on, so it's kind of tall, a queen size, and it's nice. The bed without the sale was $2,000, but I got it on sale for half off along with the frame. So in total, I spent $1,200. I spent $1,200 on this bed, which was a steal because it could have easily been about $2,300. Spent $1,200 on this bed. I've slept in it for 3 nights now, and man, y'all gotta understand, I've been sleeping in a little rollaway shit for the past year. This is my first bed. And man, this thing is beautiful. Money well spent. Very proud of myself for this investment. Would do it 10 out of 10 times. And if you having trouble sleeping or whatever may have you, maybe you needed to hear this to invest in a bed. Investing into a good, nice bed, and it's going to last for a minute. I wish I could show y'all this fucking bed. It's a nice ass fucking bed, like very nice. So, we started off the year good with the resolution as far as being smart with money. Again, if you have a New Year's resolution or something that you want to work on in 2026, drop a comment. Let us know if you're keeping it going or not. And yeah. So the main thing that people have a resolution for the New Year's is a wellness journey, whether that's diet, exercise, or both. And I just want to give a quick message to those people. Like I said, my homegirl, she's going on a wellness journey. She felt some type of way when I kept it a buck with her. I was like, listen, I'm not going to pat you on the back in the beginning because you're motivated. Let me know in a month from now that you're still going, that you're disciplined, and I'll give you more praise as time goes on. All right. Here's my message for fitness people, especially if you found yourself joining a new gym for the new year. The gym I go to in Charlotte, the Dow gym, is the most popular gym in Charlotte as far as membership and just overall clout, social media presence, all that. It's called Club Dowd because it's a hookup spot. And a gym like that can be very intimidating for someone who never has, or if they have very little worked out prior to. They don't have a lot of experience on working out, and this may be you, so this message is for you. So a gym like that can be very intimidating, and I see it. I see people that come in that, you could tell they don't work out. They want to transform their body, and they're just in there, and they're intimidated, and they have no idea what the fuck is going on, what weight to lift, how to lift it, how often to lift it, what else they should be doing. You could just see it. You can sense it. If you're one of those people joining a new gym for the new year for your fitness New Year resolution, and you may find yourself feeling, anxious, out of place, intimidated because there's so much going on and you don't know what to do, I'm telling you right now, as a true gym goer, we love seeing that initiative from people that feel uncomfortable, feel like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Like, we love seeing that. Don't think that people in the gym are like staring at you and judging you and calling you big draws or whatever. Yeah, you may have big draws, but that's why you're in the gym, to transform your physical and mental mind state. I'm telling you, we applaud people like that in our heads, sometimes out loud as well. But we're not sitting back judging you saying, oh, look at this motherfucker. They don't know what they're doing. They just taking up space. Nah, every here and there you'll have someone like that. Cool. It's assholes everywhere. But for the most part, people that be in the gym, they love seeing that. Because do you think people that like are in shape came out the womb like that? Do you think people that are in shape, their very first trip to the gym, their very first time working out, they looked like that? No, that's from years of dedication and discipline and sticking to a program. But you have to start somewhere. And seeing someone else go through something that we went through, it reminds us of, damn, okay, yeah, I do remember like how tough that shit was in the beginning. But if you stick it out, man, that feeling on the other side is priceless. So we're rooting for y'all. If you're someone that's in the gym for New Year's resolution and you may feel intimidated, embarrassed, I'm telling you, it's the complete opposite. We're actually rooting for y'all. We want you to do your thing. We want you to succeed. When I see someone with big draws busting their ass in the gym, I'm like, hell yeah. I'm not saying like, look at this fat motherfucker. No, I'm like, hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, sis, get that work in. Because I know the feeling that you're going to have on the other side when you do what you want to do, when you see that transformation. I know that feeling of busting your ass in the gym for a whole 2 months and seeing nothing, but that third month you starting to see results. I know the feeling of busting your ass in the gym and you just go up to someone or that you haven't seen in a minute and they be like, damn, you been working out? I know that feeling. It's priceless. We want that feeling for y'all. Do not be intimidated. Do not think that people are judging you. I'm telling you, we rooting for y'all. For the most part, 95% of us. Like I said, it's assholes everywhere. But for the most part, people that have been through what you're going through, we rooting for y'all. So if that's you, hey man, listen, just know we're rooting for y'all. We're sending you good energy at the end of the day and keep going. You ain't going to see results in the first week. That's why so many people stop their New Year's resolution after a week, week and a half. Listen, man, fitness is one of those things that is so much more than the physical. The physical is a bonus of being fit, of working out, of going to the gym. The physical is a bonus. And it doesn't have to be anything strenuous. A good friend of mine, she tells me she just does yoga. That's perfectly fine. Just doing yoga and Pilates, that does the body wonders. So whatever it is in general, working out, man, is so much more than just the physical. The physical is a bonus. And I say that because you can bust your ass for years and see very little results. Like me, I've been trying to gain weight. I've been trying to hit 200 pounds for the past 10 years now. I'm gonna get there soon. I'm not gonna say 26 because I think 195 is where I need to be. But anyway, you can bust your ass for months, see very little progress. But you can stop for a week and lose it like that. I lost 5 pounds from being sick. Noticeable too. I've had multiple people say that I lost weight. Do you know how pissed off that makes me? Someone that wants to gain weight, that's been trying to gain weight for 10 years, that pisses me off. But I know I'm about to grind that shit out in the gym. Every single day, every single week, every single workout, you stack them shits up. You'll see very little progress. But all the work it takes just to get that very little progress makes you appreciate that very little progress so much. So imagine a lot of progress over months, over a year. It's the best feeling in the world. Not to mention it gives you energy. It's therapy. You could be going through something. You can hit the gym, take that shit out on the weights, take that shit out on the treadmill, Stairmaster, whatever you're doing, take that shit out on your workout and literally benefit from putting your problems to action. So get to it, man. If fitness, any type of fitness, whether it's gain weight, lose weight, gain muscle, lose fat, get in shape, whatever it is, if you have any type of fitness New Year's resolution, I'm rooting for you. Stick with it. Stay disciplined. Train your mental to handle your business and get your workouts in on days you don't feel like it, because those are the most important ones. All right, we're rooting for you. I'm going through it right now. I ain't gonna hold y'all. You could probably hear it. I've been sounding different all week. All right, now real quick, I want to say this for people who has content, any type of content journey on their New Year's resolution. So something that I've seen a few times on a few people's profile is like they went and bought some type of new camera or went and bought something for content. You know, let's see. Yeah, I used to be a practice hero playing sports. Without sports, I be letting that anger out working out. There we go. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, man. Sports is a contact sport, especially, and you wrestled, so that's like perfect. Wrestling, football, any type of contact or collision sport, when you're going through something, that's the best way to let it out. And Alex is right. You know, after you're done playing sports, whether that's high school, college, or professionally, and you retire, then you kind of gotta find somewhere to channel that competitive nature that we still have. That doesn't go anywhere. That's why I run. That's literally why I run. Like I run, for those who don't know, when I run anywhere from 2 to 10 miles. Well, not 2, it's usually about 4, at least 4. Anywhere from 4 to 10 miles on my cardio days. Like I run. Like when I was sick last week, I ran 5 miles even though I had the cold or had the flu. Like I run. Like that's my thing. And I'm almost certain that's because I just have to channel that competitive nature somewhere from when I played sports. So I run. When you run, it's just you and yourself, and running sucks. Like your body hurts, your mind wants to tell you to check out, your lungs hurt, your legs start to hurt, your glutes start to hurt, your hamstring gets tight, your Achilles get sore. Like running sucks. But like it's no other, like, you know what I mean? Like is no other better way to truly push your body to a limit than to run and run for miles and miles. So yeah, you're right, Alex. That's definitely on point, man. Once you stop playing, sports at a certain level, you got to figure out where and how to channel that energy. And, you know, some people that don't, they lash out. They lash out. So I've noticed a lot of people on social media bought cameras and say, I'm about to start my content journey in 2026, or I'm about to document my life more. I'm about to content more. I'm about to live stream, about to start my YouTube channel, whatever it may be. If I could just offer some advice with that, it's very easy in the content space, like before you start, to get, paralysis by analysis, where you just study and analyze and buy things and write down what you're going to do and never do it. Because just the thought of shooting content is a dopamine experience. Believe me, just the thought of doing something around content, just the thought of me doing Day at Night, it hits the dopamines. But a lot of people don't end up doing it. A lot of people do not end up doing it. If you have any type of content, goals this upcoming year, if I could offer any advice, it would be you need way less than you think you need to start. Really, all you need is a phone. The camera on these iPhones and Androids are amazing. All you really, all you really need is a phone. But make sure that you hit record. And listen, gone are the days where shit had to be polished and the same looking captions with the pictures of shit. And if you haven't noticed, it's so simple now. People are just hitting record with the least editing experience, with the most natural looking. It's just record. You don't even have to edit shit. You just hit record. That's all it is. You literally just hit record and go. People like the natural look of things, because think about it. You have AI. AI makes everything either look fake or extra polished. And it was at one point where creators and podcasters, that's all it was. It was all like the same setup. Everything looked extra polished. Delete that shit. So people don't really care for that shit no more. Just record. Just hit record and go. And you'd be, see, this that bullshit. My bad, y'all. And you'd be surprised at how many people, shit out of here. You'd be surprised at how many people are actually interested in your journey via your content. You'd be surprised, because all it is a gateway from your journey and the people. You're documenting it. That's all content is documenting your journey, especially if you have a brand. That's all I've been doing lately with Day at Night. I've been talking about my experience living in Charlotte. One of my best performing videos of this December 2025 was a video clip of me talking about what led to me moving to Charlotte. And someone that we've been following each other on Instagram for a minute, but have never met in person, he shot me a message, was like, yo, this is real inspiring. I just want to let you know I've been following your journey and it's dope. And it hit me, like shit like that don't even hit me when I be doing stuff like this. Like I be thinking, maybe it's like 1 or 2 people tuning in. Like right now on YouTube, it's 3 people tuning in right now. It's just 3. And even still, like, that's a lot, because it could easily be none. But I don't even expect like people to really be tuning in. I'm thinking, okay, someone's just watching because they watching. No, it's strangers that will watch your content and really be engaged and really appreciate what you put out for the people to see. Complete strangers. Most of the time they will not let you know, but sometimes they will. And when they do, it will blow your fucking mind. But that's just from you easily documenting your journey and putting it out there for the people to see. That's all content is. It's a gateway from your journey and for the people that want to see it. That's all it is. So just hit record and talk, just anything. Like, it does not have to be polished. The less polished now in 2026, the less polished, the better. Because everyone thinks they shit needs to be polished. And on top of that, AI makes everything either look polished or fake. Just put it out there for the people to see. If content is on your list for 2026, put it out there for the people to see. I hope my homie Daryl is watching. He's a boxer. But he's not giving enough for the people to see. That's my brother. And I tell him, like, bro, you have to document your journey. This is the best time to do it. The best time to do it is when you're at the bottom. That's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm going so hard now. I haven't done shit. I've done very little, to my standards at least, with my brand. Very little. But that's the best time to document it, when I'm at the bottom. So once the shit blows, they can either look back, or people that's been there from day one be like, yo, I remember ground zero. I remember a little bit of momentum. I remember when he took it from the green screen in his mom's crib to the Day at Night setup at his own spot in Charlotte. I remember when he got his own studio and the production of his interviews and how that looked. It just keeps going when you document it. People want to go along with you on your journey. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if you're a new parent. It doesn't matter if you're a boxer like my homie Daryl. It doesn't matter if you work Amazon delivery. Whatever you do, if you document your journey for the people to see, I promise you, even if it's just one person, someone, and it'll be a stranger, I guarantee a stranger will appreciate the hell out of it. I'm telling you. And they may not let you know, but they may let you know, and it will blow your mind. Just document your journey. That's all it is. That's the easiest way to make content in 2026. Just document your journey for the people to see. The ins and outs, the behind the scenes, the good, the bad, the ugly, the herbal, all that. That's all I'm doing. That's all Day at Night is. If you notice, Day at Night is just, I'm just telling stories. I'm just telling stories and listening to yours. Y'all comments be dope. I love reading the comments, interacting, people calling. That's all Day at Night is. That's all it is. So document your journey. Speaking of document your journey, this is going to be serious, y'all. Speaking of document your journey, perfect case in point right here. It has been 15 years since the most trajectory changing event of my life. 15 years. It has been 15 years, January 15th, 2011. Now, for those who grew up with me or have known me for many years, they know what this is. But a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't even know about this. I don't even talk about this. But this is the 15-year anniversary of the biggest point of change in my life up until this point. So just a quick rundown. So you're not mistaken. This is my mugshot in 2011, January 15th, 2011, when I was 16 years old. I had just turned 16 years old. And I'll read the description of this article, but just to give you a quick rundown of what happened. So pretty much when I was 16 years old, me and my friend Derek in this photo, God rest his soul, we grew up together. That's my dog. We grew up together in Laurel, Maryland, on 198, which is actually why I have the sign right here, Maryland 198. We grew up together. And one night, on the coldest night of the year at that, in Maryland, and it gets cold, in 2011, we were walking home and we got pulled over by police, and they had us sit on the curb, handcuffed us, had us sit on the curb, asked where we were coming from, what we was doing. We said we were just walking home. We literally just came from our friend's house smoking in the garage, and we was walking home. We made it to the corner of my friend's house and we got pulled over by the police. Well, we was walking home. We probably lived a mile and a half, you know what I'm saying, on the other side of the neighborhood. And we walking together because we live close to one another. And police pulled up on us. It was one car, cuffed us, sat us on the curb. Next thing you know, 4 cars pulled up. And we've both been arrested before. We both got in trouble with the law before. So, I mean, but you don't even have to be someone that's gotten in trouble with the law to know that once multiple cars pull up, that's not a good sign. Mind you, we were just walking home. We're high. Our high is blown at this point. It's freezing cold. We don't know what the fuck is going on. So on that corner that we were walking past, someone got robbed. It was a drug deal gone bad, and someone got robbed. And they said we fit the description, and the description was black male, dark clothing. And I had a ski mask. Now, quick update. In 2011, ask anybody from around the way. In 2011, in the DMV area, DC, Maryland, Northern Virginia, everybody wore ski masks and we rolled them up. That was the thing. You would wear a ski mask and you would roll it up. We ain't call it no fucking poo shiesty neither. It was a ski mask. In 2011, 2010, 09, 2012, everyone wore ski masks and you would roll it up. That was just what we did around the way. They found a ski mask on me and said, you know what I'm saying, the robbers had ski masks. Of course they did. And I told him, I was like, bro, I told the cop, we just wear that as a hat. But anyway, that's why my hair looked crazy. Yeah, I had hair then. And you could just tell on my face, I was like, this is some bullshit. One thing about me, I cannot hide how I feel through my face. I can't do it. My face will tell it all. I have always been like that. Even now at 16, even in this photo at 16, my face said, y'all know this is some bullshit. So anyway, they set us down. One of the dudes that got robbed, who was tased, they had him in the car, put the light on and said, was he the one that did it? He said, yeah. How the fuck can you identify someone who wore a ski mask? How can you identify somebody through a ski mask? Right? So it was two people. One said it wasn't us. One said it was. So the one that said it was, they took his story and they took us to jail that night. We go to jail, right? We spend the night in the juvenile holding center in Odenton, which I've been to before for weed. This was before weed was all, legalized and recreational like it is now. So here's where shit gets crazy. The next morning, they grab breakfast. They grab a sandwich from Burger King for me and Derek. Because mind you, we've been in there since the previous night. The next morning, we're thinking we're going to juvie. We're thinking they're going to call our parents, whatever it is. They get us breakfast and they take us to the commissioner. Now, you go to see the commissioner when you're charged as an adult, when you're actually about to get charged as an adult. We're 16. We just turned 16. Our birthdays are a month apart. We had just turned 16. We go to see the commissioner. The commissioner will tell you your charges and your bail. So the commissioner is me and Derek, and she's reading off our charges. 1st degree assault, 2nd degree assault, armed robbery, all as an adult. These are all adult charges. We're 16 years old. We're charged as an adult for 1st degree assault, 2nd degree assault, armed robbery, which means you're going to adult jail. Boom. Your bail is set at, I forgot, I think it was like 100,000, whatever it was. Cool. I mean, not cool, because it shocked us both. We're kind of looking at each other like, wait, what? Mind you, we were just walking the fuck home and fit the description of black male, dark clothing. And me and Derek just looking at each other like, what? Like, we truly couldn't believe what was going on. That's why my face looked like this. I was like, y'all got me fucked up. They take us to Jennifer Road. Jennifer Road is in Annapolis in Anne Arundel County, Maryland. That is the adult detention center. Take us to Jennifer Road. I still can't believe what the fuck is going on. But I have no time I ain't gonna lie. As soon as we got there, I started doing push-ups. As soon as we got to Jennifer Road, I started doing push-ups because I'm like, I don't know what the fuck about to happen. I mean, I ain't do this shit, but they got us here. Fuck it. I started doing push-ups. So at the end of the second day, I ended up making bail. My folks put together money that they really didn't have like that to bail me out. Long story short, I ended up getting put out of school. I'm in 10th grade. This is right after football season. I'm in 10th grade. I'm about to be the starting quarterback the next season. Like, I'm about to be that dude. I got put out of school. I got put on house arrest. And here's why I say this was, like a very pivotal moment in my life. Because I was still a dickhead. I'm not going to lie. Even before this, I didn't go to school. I was failing. I wasn't doing shit in school. Before this, I was just smoking weed, hanging out late as shit. I wasn't doing nothing. But the worst part is, even after this, I went and got arrested 2 more times after this while on bail. Well, arrested once, and the other time pressed charges for vandalizing a school. The other time I got arrested because I was with a friend who did some dumb shit, punched a kid over a bike, and we had weed on us. So after that, I was just like, just take me to jail. I wasn't even going to tell them my name. I said John Doe, but my cousin was with me. He got arrested, and he told them our name. My grandmother went and picked us up. And my lawyer at that point, he thought I did it. He was like, bro, you must have done it because you're just doing dumb shit at this point. You're on bail. You got charges pressed against you for vandalizing the school. Now you just got arrested. What the fuck are you doing? I was a dickhead. So my lawyer, he really thought I did it, like, at that point. But the biggest takeaway from all of this, it was an eye opener. And the biggest moment from this was it's funny, like a week ago, I was on someone's podcast and they asked me, what moment did you realize you became a man? It was this moment right here. But the moment in particular was the moment that I made my mom cry. So this happens and I'm on bail and I got arrested twice afterwards. But the second time it was bad. Like everyone was just like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? And that's when they put me on house arrest. And I remember I was in my room and my mom came in there, closed the door behind me and started crying. My mom's a crybaby. But she started crying and I'm confused as to why she's crying. So she starts crying and she goes, I'll never forget this shit. I'm 16 years old, but it right then and there, it hit, it switched. Everything in my life after this moment changed. She starts crying and she goes, you don't realize how many people look up to you. I have little brothers, I have little cousins, you know, I have a lot of younger family members that look up to me. I was the football player, I was the athlete, you know what I'm saying? I was the first one of my mom's kids at least about to go to college. Like a lot of people looked up to me, but like I said, I wasn't doing shit in school. I was skipping school. My grades were terrible. I was smoking weed. I wasn't doing shit. And then all of this happens and then I get arrested again. And it's just, I'm just setting a bad example and I'm just pretty much throwing my life away at this point. And she comes in, she starts crying. She says, you don't realize how many people look up to you. It's like you have all these little cousins and little brothers that look up to you and you know what I'm saying, you're so gifted, you have all this shit going for you and you're just throwing it away. And you're setting such a bad example for everyone that looks up to you. And it hit me right then and there. I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? If it's so bad to the point where my mom cries because she's so disappointed, when your parent cries, when you make your parent cry and they say you're disappointing, that's what she said. You said there's so many people, she said there's so many people that look up to you, like you're disappointing. You're very disappointing right now. You're so disappointed to me. That shit hurt my heart. I ain't gonna lie. And it hit me right then and there, right in that moment. That was the moment I turned into a man. I realized how many people looked up to me. I realized how easy it was for me to just throw my life away because I thought bad was cool and, you know what I'm saying, all that shit. I realized how much bullshit it was and who I was letting down. My mom and the people looking up to me. I was hurting the people looking up to me more than anything. So right then and there, it hit me. Got my shit together. I was still on house arrest and I had to be homeschooled for the rest of the year, but ended up, you know what I'm saying, doing good, getting reinstated in school the following year, was still playing quarterback. And that's to this day so much why I always say I feel I relate to Michael Vick so much. He's my favorite football player because we went through similar things. We was on top of the world, did dumb shit, got locked up, straightened up our act, came back for a second chance. Even to this day, some of my friends back home call me LV. They called me Little Vic back in. But anyway, but yeah, that's why, you know, right then and there, I got my shit together. As far as the case, it got expunged. You know what I'm saying? Everything got expunged. We had a great lawyer. Shout out to Peter O'Neill. If you're from around the way, if you're from Baltimore, if you're from Maryland, you know Peter O'Neill. He's one of the top guns. We had Peter O'Neill, you know what I'm saying? He was great on the case. The case ended up being expunged for me and Derek. And yeah, I to this day, you know, going through all that shit, the money and the headache and the bullshit that came with it. I mean, it lasted for like over a year. House arrest, money my folks had to put up for bail, for lawyer money, being put out of school. It was a headache. But hindsight, I don't regret it, not one bit. And I'm actually fortunate that it happened to me. Because if not, I don't know if I would have got a wake-up call. I don't know if I would have ended up going to college, you know what I'm saying, for football. I don't know if I would have finished high school because football saved me. But I would not have been able to play football my junior and senior year if I didn't have that wake-up call, which this was. Ended up getting my shit together, ended up graduating with I have no shame in my life. I didn't even graduate high school with a 2.0 because I didn't take it serious until after this happened. I started making honor roll and shit my junior and senior year, but I did so shitty my first 2 years that I still only graduated with like a 1.7. You heard me right, a 1.7. But your boy made it to college, graduated college. What did he say on ATL? Don't you know I graduated college with a 3.2? Woo! Nah, I graduated like a 3.4. My cumulative in college. Made honor roll damn near every semester in college. Graduated with a 3.4. Got a diploma free of charge. Didn't have to go into student debt, and I have a college diploma. I'm freaking blessed, man. But this was part of the journey. I really don't think all of that would have happened if this didn't happen, because this was my wake-up call. I got it together after this happened. You know what I mean? And that's, I don't know if I would have, because I probably would have still stayed smoking, not going to class, not giving a fuck, going to sleep in class if I did, messing with girls. Like, I didn't do shit my first few years of high school. And then after this, I got my shit together, made a complete 180. So I don't know if I would have got my shit together if this never happened. You know what I mean? God don't make mistakes. God does not make mistakes at all. And it's crazy to think that this was 15 years ago, but I needed it. I needed this moment to happen for so many other moments to happen afterwards. I needed this to happen for me to really realize how much I was disappointed in my family and loved ones, to the point where it made my mom cry because she was disappointed in me. I needed that. That was, I will never forget that day. I'll never forget the words that came out of my mom's mouth. I'll never forget seeing her cry, because I fucking hate seeing my mom cry. I will never forget the feeling that I had after she told me those words. I will never forget none of that. It was 15 years ago, and I remember it like it was last week. But I needed this to happen in order for everything else to happen. God don't make mistakes. So, you know, I just wanted to reflect on that moment 15 years later and say, you know, you never know how God is working. You never know how God is working. And it can be in moments where we truly think that it's just obliterated. It's just gone to shit. It's the worst thing possible that can happen to my life, our life. And that's what I was thinking at the time. I was like, this is the worst thing. You know, I wasn't really contemplating suicide, but I ran away. Like, at one point when I was on house arrest and I went to a court date, a hearing, and they said I had to stay on it, I ran away in downtown Annapolis. Luckily, my grandmother found me, but I was just ready to throw it all away right there. But man, having that support system was everything, bro. My mom and grandmother, they was really there every step of the way with this. How many people looked at me some type of way because they thought I did this shit? But I mean, I might as well have, the way I was acting afterwards. But family members thought I did it. You know what I'm saying? Afterwards, having this shit all on the news and bulletin boards and posted around your neighborhood and shit. Like, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. But, you know, it could have been way worse. We could have been charged for murder, and I would not have made bail. And who knows what would have happened for that. And so many people, and that also made me realize how easy it is for black men to get charged for shit they don't do. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. We see it all the time where someone's released and exempted from whatever they didn't do years later for mistaken identity. We see it all the time. To this day, I can't watch that Central Park 5 documentary. I can't do it. I can't watch it because I know how easy it is to be picked up as a black kid and charged for something you ain't do because you fit the description of a black male. I know. Hey, look at my fucking face. You can tell by my face that they had me fucked up. I said, y'all know we didn't do this. Y'all know we didn't do it. But y'all got to pick up somebody to get that check. That's what my face was saying right here. So to this day, like I said, I can't watch the Central Park 5 joint because it's just, I can't. I know how easy it is for someone to get arrested for mistaken identity, man. Shit is fucked up. So appreciate y'all for staying on that TED Talk. I think that was about 15 minutes, but I just wanted to reflect on that, man. It was 15 years later. I don't talk about this specific moment too often. I don't really talk about it like that on social media and everything. But, you know, I do need to embrace it. It was a very pivotal moment in my life that, again, I don't think I would be here if this didn't happen. Oh, man, Alex, never forget playing catch when you couldn't leave the front yard. Yeah, man. And football, too. Football, I still held on to football. And literally, when I was on house arrest, that was when the Eagles picked up Michael Vick, and I was ecstatic. But yeah, I was on house arrest. I knew I was going to play. I didn't know, but I had faith that I was still going to play football. I would do quarterback drills in my grandmother's yard. I would play, like I said, with my cousin, play catch because I couldn't leave. So I would just throw the football from my grandmother's front yard, and he would be in the street, and I'd just throw it. Yeah, man. And came back the next year and went off. Came back the next year, played quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't think none of that would have happened. I don't think none of this shit would have happened this never happened. I truly believe that. But yeah, Alex, I remember that shit too, man. And Alex too. My man's Alex was, you know what I'm saying, rocking with your boy. He ain't, you know what I'm saying, he ain't look at me like a, you know what I'm saying, a criminal afterwards and I'm like that. He was still rocking with your boy. So appreciate that, Alex. If I never told you that, I truly appreciate you, man. All right, enough of this sentimental shit. And speaking of jail, that boy Fetty Wap home. Hey, welcome home, Fetty Wap. What I should have did was I should have got like a Fetty Wap Remy Boy sound tag. But the reason why I'm saying welcome home, Fetty Wap, first and foremost, this past the past 12 months, who came home? Tej, what up? Thank you for sharing your story. That is one hell of a testimony. God is a good God. Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. What up, Tej? Yeah, man. And never makes mistakes. I say it all the time to this day. Like, whenever anything bad happens, I say it could be worse. And I say, God, don't make mistakes. Yeah, that was big. That was big. Appreciate that, Tej. So yeah, welcome home, Fetty Wap. Now here's why I say welcome home, Fetty Wap. First and foremost, in the past 12 months, Fetty Wap has been released, Max B has been released, Pooh Shiesty has been released. There's been a lot of hip hop and rap legends that have been released, you know what I'm saying, in the rap game. And I think that's dope. And I think it's dope when they come home and make good music. Like Max B has hit the ground running since he's been home. Pooh Shiesty dropped one of the hardest first day outs I've ever heard since he's been home. He's going ham. But Fetty Wap in particular, he served a 4-year sentence, I believe, in the feds. I don't think he did nothing heinous towards anybody. I think it was just something to do with money, and you know how they do. I think it was something like that. But, you know, when he came home, I started really thinking about Fetty Wap and how much of an impact this dude had when he was out. And I just want to give him his flowers real quick because, you know, people think, oh, Trap Queen. Yeah, Trap Queen was a hit, but Fetty Wap had some bangers. Even his underground shit, that Zoo Wop shit and Zoovie Zoo, like all them joints. Remy Boys, 17. Like, what? I wish I could play it right now, but I know YouTube is going to strike me. Fetty Wap has some hits. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell y'all exactly what songs y'all can pull up if you didn't hear these songs that are actual bangers by Fetty Wap. Let's see. I'll give you some. Look up Fetty Wap Zoo Wop. It's called Zoo Wop, ZOOWAP. Look up that and look up Zoovier, ZOOVIER. But Zoo Wop, oh man, Gucci Zoo. Wait, no, Gucci Zoo. He made a song called Gucci Zoo. Like, Fetty Wap had some bangers. And I remember the first time I even heard about Fetty Wap was in college in 2014 at Monroe. My roommate was from he's from Passaic, Jersey, and Fetty Wap is from Patterson, I believe. And Passaic and Patterson are right next to one another. And he was like, bro, it's this dude from this hood right next to mine called Fetty Wap. I'm telling you, he gonna be like that. I'm like, all right, I'm like, okay, he's straight. Man, a couple months later, he just blew. And he started going. But from his radio hits to his underground shit to his mixtape, Fetty Wap has some bangers. And he's written a lot of songs back in 2014, 2015 that people still bump it to this day. So I just wanted to give him his flowers, man. Like, he had a big impact on my college music. You know, for people that love music, a lot of the times we love a certain song or artist so much because it ties to a memory of a specific time period in our lives. Like, for me, Fetty Wap reminds me of college, my first 2 years of college at Monroe. My best college experience was my years at Monroe College. And when I think of Monroe, I think of Fetty Wap. I think of Bobby Shmurda. I think of A Boogie with the Hoodie. I think of Young M.A. I think of Days Loaf. You know what I mean? So like, Fetty Wap had a big impact on my college music, which is big. Like, anyone who went to college, music got you through a lot of shit, and Fetty Wap was one of them dudes. So it had me thinking. A lot of people are like, oh, this reminds me of 2016. For whatever reason, people love 2016. Like the music vibes, the whatever else it was. Like, people love 2016. Me? My shit, if you ask me, was 2014, 2015. I always say that when I was at Monroe College, and my folks at Monroe can attest to this, we had one of the last greatest eras of music when I was at Monroe College. And it was so beautiful for so many reasons. One, because of the amount of East Coast, New York, and New Jersey artists while going to school in New York at Monroe. And you got so many people from New York, Jersey, CT, Philly. Like, you had so many people from these areas. You actually went to college with people from Bobby Shmurda's hood. Not Fetty Wap's hood. I didn't know anybody from Patterson, but my homeboy, my roommate, was from Passaic, which is right next to Patterson, Jersey, which is where Fetty Wap is from. M.A. was from Brooklyn. It was a couple people from Brooklyn that was at Monroe. Like, it was so dope because you had all these East Coast artists that were just going crazy, and it was so many people from that area. But 2014, 2015, hear me out. I always say this was one of the last greatest eras of music. I think 2014, 2015, and 2016 were the last greatest eras. 2016 was that Uzi, Playboy Cardi influence they started, and then Kodak. When Kodak first came in, like, that era was great, 2016 and 2017. But for me, it was 2014 and 2015. Fetty Wap, that's when he came out. Oh my goodness. Bobby Shmurda and them, 2014, 2015. Had New York going crazy. Same with M.A. Ooh, when that first dropped, it was not a party on Monroe's campus without GS9 and Young M.A. A Boogie with the Hoodie came out swinging. Like I said, Fetty Wap, of course. Future. Hold on. Before I get to Future, Chief Keef dropped Finito and said, I'm gonna come and blow New Jersey up. Them people from New Jersey loved that shit. Everyone at Monroe that was from Jersey loved the fact that Chief Keef said, I'm gonna come and blow New Jersey up. I didn't get that personally. I didn't understand that. He dissed your whole state and you're happy about it. I guess it's because this is the hottest rapper in the game. And he mentioned, Jersey, they're kind of like the little bro to a lot of people, little bro to New York to a lot of people. So I guess, they got their recognition and they felt good, but still that confusing. But still, Chief said, I'm gonna come and blow New Jersey up. Every house party was playing Finito. Are you kidding me? And what's that other song? I don't want a motherfucking foreign. You don't want them bullets flying like some karma. Chief Keef was hot. Dej Loaf came out. M.A., GS9, Fetty Wap, Future, 56 Nights dropped. I remember walking to class when 56 Nights dropped. Monster dropped before, it was either 2014, 2015. Future dropped Monster. So you had Prime Future, Herbo. This is when G Herbo went by Lil Herb. Lil Herb first came out. Young Thug first came out 2014, 2015. XC Pill. When he dropped that joint with Gucci. And then he started going crazy and people started catching one of Young Thug. Like 2014 and 2015, if you ask me, was the last great era that I enjoyed for music. And the fact that I was in college when it happened and the fact that so many East Coast artists came out at the same time, that was a time to be alive. Like, that time was truly unmatched. And Fetty Wap had a lot to do with that. He had some bangers. He had Fetty Wap, not Fetty Wap, he had Trap Queen, How We Do Things, Going Hard, No Days Off. He had a lot of great songs, bruh. Mainstream and mixtape. So shout out to Fetty. Shout out to that 2014, 2015 music era. If y'all could drop in the comment section, what's that era that you truly enjoyed the most, right, of music? For me, it's 2014 and 2015. Like, because I'm in college, it's a lot of artists from around the way, and it was just constant heat, back to back to back. It was so much good music, back to back to back. What was y'all's like favorite era of music, like that one era of music that will just stick with you forever? For me, easily 2014, 2015. Shout out to Monroe College. Like I said, that was my favorite college experience, my first 2 years when I was in New York at Monroe. I still to this day have great relationships with people. You know what I'm saying? Those were some of my, best times as far as training in the weight room, man. Let me say this, JUCO training is nothing like it. It's nothing like that JUCO grind, because it can truly be your last stop. It could truly be your last chance, which is why they call it the show Last Chance U, because it can truly be that. I've seen so many great football players, I mean some of the best I've ever seen, get kicked out of JUCO for some of the dumbest shit, and they just never picked up a football again after that. Never. Truly disappointed. I'm talking about over dumb shit, smoking weed more than anything. So much dumb shit. So yeah, those are my favorite college times, man. And the music was really good to tie with it. So that was that for me, man. What were some of y'all's like favorite time periods for music? Because like I said, we typically tie some of our favorite songs and albums and mixtapes to memories. Like we tie music to memories, which is why we like certain music so much. Like to this day, I love Cisco's Thong Song so much because I remember being 4 or 5 years old and my mom had the red CD player and I would play it and listen to it. And I just thought like the CD player was dope. The song was dope. I didn't know what he was talking about at the time, but the beat was dope. Like everything was so dope. Like Thong Song has a great memory for me, like a great time in the memory bank for me, because it was my first time looking at and handling a CD player, and I thought that was everything at the time. And I remember the CD with the dragon on it. So that was everything. It's been tough, y'all. Woo! It's been tough. My throat is dry as hell. Like I said, this flu, whatever the fuck I had, I need to stop cussing as much for YouTube. Whatever I had, it kicked my ass. I was sick for a whole week and still have a cough on me. I lost 5 pounds. So, and if you know me, you know these past few months, I've been going hard in the gym. I've been repping 225 for 10. I've been squatting 300 pounds. Like I've been going hard in the gym. And just like that, not all that progress, but a good amount of progress is gone. So I'm gonna need about 3, maybe 4 weeks to get back to where I was, which, hey, it comes with it. It comes with it. And my message to those people earlier that are doing whatever they got to do in the gym for New Year's, it's nothing like it. You bust your ass for so much just to see little ass bit of results. It's nothing like it. It makes you appreciate it that much more. You truly appreciate it that much more, man. Seriously. How many people we got in here? 5 people. Okay. Everybody tuning in, I truly appreciate y'all, man. Let me know what y'all got going on, man. What's y'all New Year like? What have y'all done so far? Any resolutions? If you do, are you still going with it? Have you hit a bump in the road and slowed down? You shouldn't stop your New Year's resolution. I mean, we're only 12 days in, but let me know what's going on with y'all, man. Woo! Man, pardon me, y'all. Let me get like 2 swigs of water. I got to get myself together real quick. And if you missed it, I gave my spiel about the Eagles earlier. I'll do this. I'll give my prediction because it's actually a game on right now. Let's see what that game's going like. Texans and Steelers. I think the Steelers going to win. Steelers versus Texans. 7-3, Texans up. And they have the ball at their own 19. All right, it's a good game. Good game. I don't know what Aaron Rodgers is looking like. So to go for the rest of the playoffs, because I really don't care who wins. But if I had to pick somebody from each division or conference, I think the Bills are still going to go. I think Josh Allen is going to will his team to the Super Bowl. From the NFC, after Steelers. All right, let's talk about this. Because a week ago from today, exactly a week ago, right? Yeah. A week ago from today, the Ravens and the Steelers played. And it came down to a kick by the rookie that he missed. That was a tough L. Alex, do you agree with Harbaugh leaving first and foremost? And do you think that Lamar should stay second? Because his word kind of trickling out there that he might go to the crib. You know, he's from Florida. He's from South Florida. He's from Broward. He might go to Miami. I ain't saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying what I've been hearing. He might go to Miami. He might go to Miami. Listen, man, it's not wrong with a new start. I don't think he should leave. I think between Harbaugh and Lamar, one of them were going to leave. I don't think they both should leave. I think Lamar stays. He's pretty good. It's just, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I saw like a remake of like the past like 4 playoff games. You have this year the miss to get into the playoffs, the miss kick by Loop. Last year, the drop by Mark Andrews. That was tough. The year before that, the fumble at the 1 yard line by Zay Flowers. That was tough. And what was it? A year or 2 before that, they go to Buffalo, get their ass kicked. Lamar throws the pick 6. It's just a lot going on. It's a lot going on with Lamar. It's a lot going on. And it just seems they cannot get over that hump. Resign Lamar. Need that. Harbaugh was a tough decision. Stay or leave. We got love for him. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's been there for 20 years. He's got y'all a ring. He's been there for 20 years. Has had many, many successful seasons. Has had many classic battles with Tomlin against the Steelers. Even against Belichick, against the Pats. Y'all have had some great games, some classic ones, man. And he got a ring. He got a ring on Rays last year. That was the only way Ray Lewis could have gone out, getting a ring on his way out the door. My man Ed Reed got a ring. So y'all good, man. Y'all good. As far as my birds, my stinking ass birds, we don't stink. Our offensive coordinator stink. He has to go. He has to be the first one fired. That's first and foremost. Nick Sirianni, I don't care if he stays or goes. I really don't. I mean, it seems like it's always something. Like he's about to fight A.J. Brown. And then it's just always something with our team. Our quarterback and our receivers about to fight. Our quarterback and our coach about to fight. Our coach and our receivers about to fight. Like, goddamn, we're dysfunctional. But we're successful, so it's weird. Man, get on, y'all. I tried to work out this morning, bruh. It was so tough. I did the Stairmaster for 20 minutes, and I was just coughing my lungs out. Like, I was just coughing so much. In the morning, it's bad. Like, I even cough up a little bit of blood. Like, it's bad in the morning. I cough so much in the morning. Like, that's how I know I'm at the tail end of it. I'm just coughing the last bit of everything up out of me. But in the morning, I wake up and I'm just coughing and sometimes cough up a little bit of blood. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I've had the flu before. I've had COVID before. The flu and COVID from before kicked my ass more than this, but this one is just so long-winded. So long. I'm like, come on, just get this shit over with. I'd rather go through hell for 2 days than feel bad for a week and a half. Let's just get this shit out the way. That's how I usually handle my sickness. I be sick and I get it out my system and I'm good. That's it. That's it, man. Well, listen, it's about time for us to get up out of here for the night. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Y'all been kicking it, rocking with your boy for the past hour and 20 minutes. And I truly, truly, truly appreciate that. Go ahead and give yourselves a hand. Give yourselves a hand for that. I do this for y'all. I would not be doing Day at Night. I could easily just record. I could just hit record and not even stream. I could just hit record and just do this just to do this. But I do this because I want to engage with the people. Like I said, man, that's all content and streaming and video and podcast is. It's a gateway between you, the creator, and the consumer, the people that want to follow your journey. So everyone who's tuned in, you're a part of the journey, whether you realize it or not. Every single view, comment, like, engagement, it truly means everything to me, and it's a part of it. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you have a New Year's resolution, stay with it. Like I said, if it has anything to do with fitness, I'm telling you, man, there's so many people in the gym that in our heads, we're cheering you on. Like, don't get intimidated. Don't think that people are looking at you weird. Don't think that you look stupid. No, no one looks stupid in the gym. I mean, some people do when they do that stupid shit. But if you're in a gym, if you don't know what you're doing, ask somebody. Someone will love to help you out. But you do not look stupid. You're in the gym. That is very difficult to do. It's a lot of people that would love to transform their body, but they don't do it. And usually the reason is they do it after a couple days. They realize how hard it is, and they don't see no results, and they stop. That's exactly why it's so difficult. That's exactly why people appreciate it so much. That's exactly why fitness becomes a lifestyle, because you realize what it takes. So if your New Year's resolution is to gain muscle, lose fat, get in shape, get more flexible, whatever it is, Get your ass in the gym. You don't even have to go to the gym. You can go for walks outside. You can go for jogs. Whatever it is, get your ass to work. And let me be the voice of reasoning for times when you don't feel like it. Because that's what it boils down to. Everybody does shit when they're motivated. Everyone goes to the gym when they're motivated. The time can and will come where you will not feel like getting up and exercising. Remember this voice. Get the fuck up and get to work. If it was easy, everyone would do it. If it was easy, everybody would be in shape. It's a reason why nobody is. It's a reason why people get liposuction, BBLs, all this bullshit, and then want to act like they're fitness gurus and that shit lasts for 2 weeks. It's a reason, because this shit is a lifestyle. But it is the absolute lifestyle you could adopt in your life. I'm telling you. And this is someone who has been in the gym heavy, has been going hard, got sick and lost 5 pounds, and I look like a twig now. But I know that I'm going to embrace the journey of getting back to where I was. I know it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun because it's going to suck. That's what's going to make it be fun. Get to it, man. If your resolution is to make content, just do it. Don't edit, just shoot and post. That's all it is. People just want a glimpse of your journey. You do not have to be at step 10. It's actually better if you're at step 1 or 0, because people can relate to it. People can get motivated by it. I'm telling you, there's at least one stranger interested in your story, interested in your journey. All you got to do is hit record and document it. That's all you got to do. But too many of us get caught up in, oh, it doesn't look good. Oh, I don't like the way I sound. Are you fucking? No one likes the way they sound. I mean, I like the way I sound. That could just be me, but no one likes the way they sound. It don't matter, man. Get to it. If you want to improve your content creation for the year 2026, my number one advice is to edit as little as possible. People want people. People want to relate to people. All this AI shit out here, all these fake influencers out here, all these people living a facade, it's all clouded, which makes it easy if you're authentic to stand out. Just record and post. Do not edit. I'm telling you. Get the glasses that you can record. Those are amazing. Those AI glasses, I need to get a pair because it's just me. I don't have a cameraman. Point of view. You literally show people your point of view. I need to get a pair of those. Get those if you don't want to hit record. But I'm telling you, it's so much fugazi shit out here. People just want the real. That's all it is. Give them the real. Give them the real. And that's real. All right. Like I said, Fetty Wap is home. Welcome home, Fetty Wap. I hope you drop some good music. Let's make 2026 ours, man. Why not? Let's make 2026 ours, but it starts with January 12th today. It starts with January 13th tomorrow. Win the day, day by day. It is literally a step-by-step progress to all this shit. That's why my brand is called Day by Day. Literally. Because I've been showing what I've been doing from day one, day by day. Listen, I'm about to, let's see if I can show y'all. Can I show y'all this? Okay, look, I'm about to show y'all where this shit started. Oldest. I still haven't watched this full episode because I'm just so critical of myself and I was drunk. Look at this. This is in my grandmother's, not my grandmother's, this is my mom's basement. Hold on, let me move this over. This is my mom's basement. It's a day-by-day process. When is this from? 5 years ago. In my mom's basement. I just put up a photo, put up a table, grabbed some drinks, had a good friend, and we just talked. That's all it is. Hate these goddamn ads. That's all it is. And it's legitimately, I was so drunk. It's legitimately people who have been tuning in from then to now. But not only that, it's so many new people that have come aboard recently that want to see where it came from. People want to see this shit. Document what you got going on. I'm telling you, someone can either relate to it or be inspired by it. Just document it. That's all it is. Lately, I've just been talking about my journey living in Charlotte. The amount of Charlotte followers I've gotten on Instagram and TikTok is insane. And Facebook is insane. I've just been talking about my journey living in Charlotte. That's all it is. That's all it is. Yo, I was so drunk this episode. That's a big reason why I won't watch it. I was drunk because I was nervous. I was so nervous to like record, which is weird because I've never been nervous to be on camera or under the spotlight. But I was like kind of nervous, so I would drink. Look at this. This is a green screen. Look at my. This is Man Time Fitness right here. Abu Usada on Instagram. Look at him. Look at the both of us just chilling in front of a green screen. This is when he first came home from prison 5 years ago. We just chilling in front of a green screen, chopping it up. And this episode was amazing. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I still kind of barely know what I'm doing. I didn't know what I was doing, but I just went for it. I just said, fuck it, hit record and went for the gusto. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. All right, well, let me get out of here, man. Enough of the close out. Cheers to 2026. Just made strawberry banana smoothie with avocados, oatmeal protein, and chia seeds. No juice or soda. So I've been cheating with health smoothies. I mean, listen, man. It's not juice. It's not soda. But I will say only do one smoothie a day. Like at the end of the day, that's natural sugars, and then too much of it can add up. Long as it's just one smoothie a day, you good. But that's good work, Alex. I'm proud of you, man. And we've been talking, you know what I'm saying? You told me that you cut down on gaming, and you're a gamer, or used to be at least. So you cut down on gaming. Shout out to you, because you realized it's time to, this was before New Year's, but yeah, he said he cut down on game, and it was just time to take shit serious. Time to take shit serious. All right, well, listen, man, everybody, hour and a half, boom, we hit 90 minutes. Everyone tuning in, I truly appreciate y'all for tuning in. I will be back next week. We're here every week. Like I said, I just wasn't here last week because I was just out of it. This flu took me out. We'll be back next week, 8:00 p.m. sharp, so y'all can be here. I truly appreciate y'all. I know, some people are used to this being on YouTube and Instagram, but I really want YouTube to be the flagship for Dai At Night. And I want Dai At Night to be the flagship for my brand. I want this to be podcast meets radio meets live stream. So appreciate y'all for rocking with me on YouTube, man. We'll be back next week. Until next time, make sure that y'all stay safe, stay sane, but most importantly, stay blessed. Let's kick 2026 ass, but it starts with January 13th. It starts with the month of January. Let's make it happen, man. I'm out. Peace.